What's up, everybody? This is D. Joseph Allen once again. I hope everybody's doing great. I've been gone for a little while, but now I'm back and I'm going to try and make videos on a more constant basis. And this video, as you can see, is called The Morpheusian Argument, or more completely, more generally, the Morpheusian Argument for the Non-Existence of Existence. I'm pretty sure there's probably a more serious name to this type of argument, but this is just what I like to call it because that's the feeling it gives me when I hear it. And it was inspired. I mean, I've thought about this before a lot, but it was inspired from a video that I saw, which I'm going to post the link over here to the side, as well as its response, and from what the person said the video was based on, a link to the article. And although this video was a lot more profound and it gave more in-depth arguments, to me it just feels like something that I heard before, and that I also got an email from a creationist, a Christian, and it's this is why I like to call it the Morpheusian argument for the non-existence of existence, because it just gives me that feel from the Matrix. When I say Morpheusian, I'm talking about Morpheus from the Matrix, and it's basically this: what is real? Is real what you can taste, touch, see, and feel? If so, then real is nothing more than electrical signals interpreted by your brain. A lot of you might remember that from The Matrix, from the first time that Neo steps into a virtual computer-generated reality, and he asks Morpheus if he says this isn't real, and Morpheus gives him that answer. And basically, this is what I got from that video and from the Christian creationist that wrote to me. And to me, it just sounds like obfuscation. It sounds like wordplay. It sounds like you're trying to divert the attention from what the real argument is. And, you know, as I've stated, it's just about saying, well, how do you know what reality is? You can't have a logical basis for reality. And a little bit more in depth, like what this video said was, you, as an atheist, you have to assume, based on faith, that reality is real, that what you're perceiving is real. Like I said, it sounds like a straw man or a red herring or whatever you want to call it, because, you know, I mean, you can speculate about any reality. Maybe we're just a universe inside of something else's stomach. You know, I mean, you have living organisms inside your stomach, so maybe we're just living organisms inside. We feel like we're in a universe, but that universe is really just inside something else's stomach. Or you can say, like the Matrix, maybe we're in a computer generated world. But in reality, it just sounds absurd to me, because even if this is a faith-based assumption that we have to make, we have no choice. This reality to us is what we feel, is what we see, is what we can empirically test. So there's no way of even knowing if reality really is reality. It just sounds like you're trying to mess around with words and try to confuse people. Is reality really what you're really feeling at this real instant right now? Or do you really know what reality is if you can't really say what reality can really give you? I mean, it just sounds like that. Like I said, this video, which I'm linking to the side, it's a lot more developed than this. It sounds a lot more intellectually sound, and actually it makes some good arguments. And as Deimossaturn, which is the response that I'm linking to, said, of course, nobody ever said that atheism has zero unfounded assumptions, or that rationality in general doesn't make any assumptions. You try to make as few as possible. But, you know, if you ever get this, let me know. Let me know what you think about it. It just sounds to me like they're trying to divert the argument. We have no choice but to assume that the reality that we perceive is the reality that we have. Of course, I mean, we know even, I mean, we've heard this, that reality is not is what our brains are interpreting is a model of reality. It's not really what reality is, but we our brains create models out of what we perceive, and that's the reality that everybody agrees on, or almost everybody agrees on. So we have no choice but to accept that the reality we perceive is real. It's as real for us as it will ever be, and we have no choice but to accept it and empirically go ahead with our knowledge based on this reality. And maybe we're inside a computer, maybe we're a simulation, maybe we're, like I said, inside the stomach of some other being, maybe we're, there's a million maybes, but it just sounds ridiculous to me. So let me know if you've heard this argument before. Let me know if you have any opinions on this. If you go ahead and read the article and watch the video and the response, I'd like to know what you think. Maybe I'm completely off base here, but I guess that's pretty much it. I'm feeling kind of weird right now.